Animal creatine chews, 4 a day with a glass of water. Work out 3 to 4 times a week. Your body will change. Woman takes a garment out of the closet, puts it on, and says, "Look, honey, it still fits me after 25 years of marriage." The husband looks at her and says, "It's a scarf." Steve Miller Band. My grandpa, he's 95. He keeps on dancing. He's still alive. My grandma, she's 92. She loves to dance and sing some too. I don't know, but I've been told if you keep on dancing, you'll never grow old. The Steve Miller Band. The song, Dance, Dance, Dance. Ron Popeil, a man that I know and a man that you know, he's an inventor. He was making as much as $1,000 a week in the 1950s as a pitchman in a flea market. Broken family, was in foster care. He watched salespeople, and guess what? He thought he could do better. He produced his first TV commercial for $500. He's the grandfather of the modern commercial infomercial that we see on television. The key phrase was this: he thought he could do better. Remember this: thoughts are things. It all starts here. Everything in your life starts here, in your head. 78 years old when I first wrote this. That was in 2013. Now, he has passed away since then. At that time, there was no stopping him. I didn't get to know him until after he was 80 years old. The odds are stacked against you, except in your head when you think, maybe I can do better than this. I'm your biggest fan. You can do better than what you're doing. I thought this cartoon was funny. "Doctor," the woman says, "Doctor, my bottom hurts right around the entrance." The doc says, "That is an exit. As long as you call it an entrance, it will keep hurting." Come on, that's funny. Come on, that is funny. You have to admit, right? Don't forget to subscribe to Kyle Wesley, up-and-coming country music singer, and Sam Stinson, Stinson, 2 guys that I am behind 100%. Kyle Wesley, his channel is called Me and My Guitar, and Sam Stinson. You want to check him out on Instagram, and if he's in your area, go support him. Show him some love. If he's in concert somewhere, go see him. I want to see both these guys hit in Nashville. And I would love to see their music on your playlist. This from Samuel Risby, the Sultan of Savage. Last year, when I was still in high school, I remember being in the library when a couple started arguing about their notch counts. They went back and forth, and then he said, "Yeah, but you've slept with 8 guys." To which she immediately replied, "At least I loved everyone I slept with." He says you could see his soul just like leave right at that moment. Fast forward to today, they're getting married soon. Talk about a cucked man. And his future wife is out banging the next kielbasa. Gentlemen, patterns never lie. Know when to plan your exit and do it quietly. If you need help planning your exit, if you are in a relationship, a long-term relationship, or a marriage, I can help you plan that exit over a period of, let's say, 10 weeks. It's not cheap, but neither is staying in a relationship that has you cucked and making your life suck and unhappy. It's better to be single and wish you were married than to be married and wish you were single. Just shoot me an email. Let's get you out of that relationship with minimal amount of damage to you and minimal or no collateral damage to the other person and or children. Again, your weekly reminder, It might be a daily reminder that drop dead faithful is always better than drop dead gorgeous. Better a faithful 6 than an 8, 9, or 10 that you have no damn idea where she is or what her head is thinking. If she is constantly improving herself, and I'm not talking about like eating well and just staying in shape, I'm talking about if she is improving her looks exponentially beyond what her age can do. We're talking the things like the injections, the fillers, the Botox, the tattooed eyebrows. We're talking about the chemical peels. If we're talking about that kind of stuff, she is preparing herself to leave you because she wants to upgrade you. She thinks that she can do better. I will be right. You will thank me in the future, probably a year or two from now. And you will hate me right now for saying that. The truth always hurts before it helps. I will not condemn you in a year or two when you email me to tell me I was right. It's very humbling for me to be right about things like that. I don't gloat in being right. I saw this beautiful Harley Davidson. I believe it was, let's see, I'll tell you exactly what it was. It was on Facebook Marketplace. It might have been here it is, a 2007 Harley Davidson Sportster Nightster 1200. The description went like this: if the post is still up, the bike is still available. I will not reply to this automatic message. Thank you. It is $2,600 firm, and I am open to trades. Let me know what you might have. Willing to add if needed. A 2007 Harley Nightster 1200 with only 1,800 miles. But there's no title. Red flag. I bought the bike from the original owner. He stated that he misplaced the title. Sold as is, of course. Buyer will have to look into getting the title through a title company. I don't have the contact with the previous owner, and I bought the bike for parts. Man, if you didn't have red flags going off the whole time that I was reading that, your BS detector isn't working too well. You know, dating is kind of like the same thing. I haven't dated in a long time. I haven't been with a man in a long time. We are separated, but we're living under the same roof. We haven't slept in the same bed in over 6 years. We haven't had sex in 6 years. What are some of the lies that you have heard when you've gone on dating, the red flags, the women from Red Flagistan? What are some of the bullshit stories that you have heard on a first date about a woman's past, first, second, or third date, that you just know are bullshit? Just lies. And inside, as she's talking, it's like, You just see the red light flashing as she's talking. Put those in the chat below. We can have a little fun with those. A couple people owe me money because I was a nice guy. One guy in the manosphere owes me $5,000 cash. Another guy who I worked for, who has a beard product company, owes me $9,000. Both are men. One is a cuck. The other is a manosphere influencer. Lesson learned. I'm taking both to court, but let me tell you this. Never, ever work without getting paid up front, even if they are friends, even if they are someone who you trust. I'm going to court with rock solid cases. They will be paying me not only what they owe me, but also my court expenses. Never, ever work without getting paid up front. Promises of money do not pay your bills. Money up front, and then you gladly deliver above and beyond because you are a virtuous man, a high virtue man. People who I thought would never screw me over in that way have screwed me over in that way. And they're going to have to tell their story to a judge. All that being said, get paid up front. If people don't pay you up front, you do nothing for them. You are to live a life in the black, which means that there's no outstanding bills. You're not a collections agency. People pay you for the work you do. If you need help with that, email me and I will help you with that. Are all your kids actually yours? Honest question. Quietly do paternity tests on all of your children. Just shut up, and get one test for each child. Keep your mouth shut. If the worst case scenario happens, you need to book a session with me to help you get the hell out of Dodge. But keep your mouth shut. I'm going to put a link for the paternity test down below. Each one of your children, somehow, some way, I don't care if you get it from the rim of a glass or however you get the DNA, you need to find out if each of your children is actually yours. Did you know a certain percentage of children, if you have a number of children in a family, there's a high percentage that at least one child is not yours? That sucks. I hate to blow the whistle. Truth tellers are always hated before they're loved, and the truth hurts before it heals. Get the paternity test down below. Are all your kids actually your kids? My biggest complaint about Trump was that he never took the gloves off, truly took the gloves off, and that's what many people elected him to do. The swamp never got drained. He completely underestimated the depth of deep state and darkness and corruption in Washington, D.C. They went all out. They created pandemics. This was not natural. Don't fucking kid yourself. And those that made fun of me for a couple years, go fuck yourself. There was voter fraud with this mail-in ballot bullshit. And now, guess what? War. They're creating fucking war. Are you fucking waking up yet? Put on your red lens, my brother, bruh. Put on the lens. They are now creating war this year. Is it any fucking coincidence that World War III is about to happen during an election year? Trump thought he could just stadium rally his way out of it all. The sheep aren't the only ones who are deranged. I do believe that many Trump voters also suffer from Trump derangement syndrome as well. We want a person who represents us, the people. Have we seen anyone yet to do that? 99.9% of politicians are liars. They lie their way to the top. You want to unsubscribe from my channel? Be my guest. You want to get on the positivity train and the truth train? Welcome aboard. All aboard. Just know that you are shit tested several times a day, and how do you respond? She tests your integrity and the integrity of the relationship on a regular basis. It's part of female nature. You can either accept, respond to, or not. What are you going to do? Just remember that all your reactions to everything are emotional before they are rational. That is why I say I over E. Intellect over emotions in everything. All of your reactions, every single one, sir, every single one of your reactions is always emotional at first. That is why you stop, you think, you take a breath, maybe even take 24 hours before you respond. It ain't going to kill you. Never respond to anything or anybody emotionally. I am a master of rational and intellectual responses, but even I will fall into an emotional response mode and a reaction mode. It is one of the hardest things in the world. I deal with it every single day. It's a temptation for me. Remember, every single one of your reactions in life is emotional before it's rational. So maybe one of the best things you can do is not say a thing. Sleep on it. Let me think about it. Or not say anything. Quick reminder that nothing will be random in 2024. This is one of the wackiest years. Don't be surprised if anything happens. Nuclear war breaks out in Poland. Warsaw gets flattened. You know, we got 10,000 troops in Poland. The world is going to be fucked this year. We haven't seen nukes used yet, but they can be. It's not off the table. The warmongering elites will bring us to war with Russia just to prevent Trump from being president. No, it's not a new variant. It will be war or possibly both. What will happen this year in 2024? Wars, pandemics, and more voter fraud. Believe what you want. I've never been fucking wrong. I remember I said a few weeks ago, the truth is in her phone. about everything. The truth is in her phone. A guy writes me and says, checked my ex-wife's phone, broke my false perception of her, and it showed me the truth. I regret nothing. I refuse to waste a second more of time with a cheater. Men, or if you are in a serious relationship, always check her phone. Never waste your time with a hoe. Again, your monthly reminder that money can't buy happiness, but it can reduce your anxiety, which contributes to happiness. A woman with great cooking skills always has more to offer than a woman with a great career. You meet a career woman, get ready for loneliness. Get ready for a woman who cheats. Get ready for a woman who's working amongst men who want to fuck her. Get ready to be in a relationship with a woman who already has been fucked by coworkers. Get ready to work with a woman who has fucked vendors and other companies and salespeople that have visited her, or when she's on the road, what happens there stays there. Have you ever been in a relationship with a woman that travels? She's a sexual tourist. Don't doubt me on that one. And a quick reminder to stop going down and doing oral sex. Stop eating the peach if she is on hormonal birth control. The reason is this, and maybe one of the reasons why your testosterone level is low is because you're eating the peach too much. You know why? Because you are ingesting female hormones every time you go down on a woman. Every single time. And if she's been with other men, guess what else you've been ingesting? Yes. Think about it. They're mucous membranes in your mouth. They absorb everything. There's mucous membranes in her vagine that absorb everything and emit everything. When you go down on a woman, you are ingesting female hormones. And then guess what? There's two women in the house. A different you will get different results. The old you will continue to get the same old results. Start improving you now. Now, start your self-improvement so 2024 will make you into the king that you should be. And with that, finish your creatine. And I'll see you on the next Daybreak Show, your home of sanity, clarity, and reason.